Okay, same day, March 16th of 2024. This is where life starts to get hard. Now, what's happened is this door basically has been closed for months. Like I said, I'm behind in the basement, people. I've been behind. Do you see I can stick my finger in there, right? Okay? It was very cold. The only thing that kept the cold out for the most part were these nice heavy curtains. If you can hear, we got curtain hooks. Just saying. Anyway, I asked Andre to go downstairs and ask Uncle Marcaine to come up here and basically, first of all, open this door because the runners on it are broken. This door has been broken ever since I moved in, people. And the glass is broken 2 times since I've lived here, and what happens is when it gets hit and it cracks, it shards in big fucking shards. This is not tempera glass. Okay, this is a very dangerous sliding door. But besides that point, alright. So, but you can see what's happening up there, right? And the frame is warped because it needed to be changed before I moved in, but they didn't do it. I did find somebody that was willing to do it because my landlady said that she was finally willing to do it. But he wanted half the money up front to buy the windows and whatever necessary wood because right? Right? So that he wouldn't have to go out and pay for it himself because he didn't necessarily, quote unquote, trust the Punjabis would pay for it. So he said, I'll do the work, but you pay half, you give me half now, so I can go buy the window, blah, 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 and start, and then pay me the other half. She said, no, you either do the work, and then I'll pay you all at one time. Don't worry, you can trust me. Anyway, that was the excuse not to get it done. So, needless to say, when I open it, it grinds, it gets stuck. Sometimes it's so stuck on the fucking frame because it's rotten down on the bottom with the metal and everything that I can't budge it. So then my son has to come, lift the window literally up on both ends, up out of the runners, and reposition it so that we can close it. So needless to say, what I'm trying to say is I haven't opened this door in months. But now that I need to get out onto the porch, do porch repairs, you can see what's going on out there. I'm afraid to look. Everything's going to be fucking rotten, molded, mildewed, cat spray, raccoon climbed on it, and then I have to either chuck shit out or salvage it. And if I have to salvage, I have to wash. This is where it gets hard. But a leaky boat is better than no boat. I've been saying it for years. So hopefully he won't leave this for too long. He'll come up, open the door for me, and then I asked Andre to ask him just to run some tape around for now. And then what will happen, I suppose, at some point, after I'm out in the porch and I clear out the porch bit, one of my landlady's workers will come by and they'll run the rubber up in there and try and just make the door, I guess you could say, a little more stable, because otherwise this glass, when we're opening and closing this door, because it's not going on the runner properly, it's just scary, right? Because if it cracks, it's not like it fucking shatters like a tempered glass. It shards and it drops, and yeah, it's... Anyway, but, I need to open the door. I need to, right? And then, of course, where that post is over there, on the ground, it's wood rot. It's all wood rot. So now that the door will be opened this week, well, in the next few days, right? Tomorrow I'm going downstairs, and then after that, Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to move everything that way, clean up whatever, and then move everything that way, and then my son will have to come up with a piece of plywood that's kicking around the yard, and layer it over the wood rot, because there's a big fucking hole in there. We've already repaired it, but because it was wood rot, it's like wood rot, it just keeps rotting. Right? And so that we can walk on it safely. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that shelf thing back, and then I'm going to take the playhouse from the playroom, and I'm going to put it on there for the kids, Leia, May, and Kyrie, to play in the spring and the summer, because they're with me all the time, right? So that will alleviate a little room in the playroom, even though Andre wants me to keep it, because that's where he likes to put his little things that he makes with Lego and put it on display. But it's not like, okay, so whatever. And then I'll bring up a couple of fabric bins maybe, and I'll put them in the playroom, and that will give me an opportunity to start using, because there's some things I want to sew yet that are pretty straightforward. I'm trying to encourage Tisha to get involved, but she, no, you didn't teach me when I wanted to, and you were busy with Uncle John's lawsuit, or you were in the yard, and I don't have time now, and now I'm not interested. You got to be interested. And I'm like, oh, fuck, Tisha, I've got everything here. Like, it's not that hard. It's simple. Like, you just give yourself a freaking fighting chance. It's just a skill that you'll learn that will follow you for your lifetime. Either or. I am going to try and sew a few things, so I'll bring up a few bins, right, just to, one, get me started. I want to teach Andre how to sew, right, so there will be an available sewing machine or two for him to learn how to sew, right, and maybe if Tisha sees me and Andre sewing, then maybe she might attempt to do it, right. I don't know, people. I just don't fucking know. So, trying to stay positive here. So in the meantime, I am going to be getting out on this porch, and I will show you what I'm up against. I'm up against it almost every freaking year. Some years are better than other years. I mean, obviously this porch was rotten when I moved in. I've been doing porch repairs pretty much from the fucking get-go. I'm at the point where I don't know what to do anymore. And then if I ask my son to do certain little things, like maybe something like this, then all of a sudden, when he's mad at me, he accuses me of being a tool. That I'm using him as a tool, and whatever, like whatever. Now I could struggle and try and open this door on my own, but then it'll smash, and I'll cut a major fucking artery, and by the time anyone comes and gets me, I'll be half dead on the ground, and everybody will be like, why didn't Mom ask for help? Yeah, right. Well, my landlady, why didn't she tell me? No, she knows, people. She knows. She knows this needs to be repaired. She knows. They left it purposely unfixed. They changed all the windows in the house except this door. And this door has never had a fucking lock on it. Never. There's a little screw here. Actually, I have to screw on. And then it, like that. And then I use a spoon. And to be real safe, I run a stick across, because it's, but I'm not going to get upset, right? I am looking forward to getting out here and getting on with it. Right, but I can't open it until my son initially gets it on its track, and at least puts a little bit of fucking tape around for me, so that I in and out. This thing, and it just echoes through the fucking neighborhood when you open it and when you close it. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing, but what can I do? Right? There's nothing I can do about it. And the more you're opening and closing, and the weather, and the moisture, and the cold, or the heat, this is what happens, right? I can stick my finger right through that. And for whatever reason, these fucking guys that come and do this shit, they expect me to fucking go out there. I don't know how to do that crap. I really don't. You see? Oh, I better just leave it. Might be the only thing that's, you see? That's the only thing that's fucking holding this shit in place. Let's just leave it now. And this is another problem I have. People expect me to do this shit by myself. And they want it done like that. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's gonna get cold outside. I don't feel that well. I'm dizzy. Obviously, things are cloudy. I don't got time to be waiting who knows how long for my son to come up here and start doing this. Because I have to go downstairs tomorrow, right? Start doing that shit. So before I do that, I'd like to get out on the porch and be able to go in and out, and versus having to go all the way around bumbling. And I need to do inventory to see where I need to start fucking fixing shit up out here. Like, you wait and see. It'll take me a week just to fucking deal with that shit. And get into the X Club. Who knows? Maybe there's raccoons living in there. But I can tell you, it leaked like a sieve. So it'll take a couple of weeks to clean that up. Because I have to wash it, right? But what else do I got to live for?
Mark ain't home? Mark ain't here yet?
No, I'm gonna start on my own. I don't have all day. It's gonna get cold. And I'm already not feeling that great. I'm already cold. I'm hot, cold, huh?
It's not gonna get cold. It's gonna be hot all day.
It's 3 o'clock already, Andre. By 5 o'clock, it's gonna be fucking cold. And I'm hot, cold, because I'm not feeling that well. I don't have the stamina like I used to, people. I'll turn this off. I'm getting all teary-eyed here. I'm just... See, it's not hard sometimes to feel sorry for yourself. Because why am I doing this? As I'm doing this fucking thing could and kill me. Literally. These guys, they act like, oh, no big deal, you just need to run rubber through it. Yeah, okay. Like, this rubber shit. I don't know how to run that shit. The door frame is crooked, for crying out loud. I can't even see. I faked the funk with this shit. If I faked the funk shit before, I really faked the fucking funk now. I figure I'd start before my son comes, at least this side, so it's safer for him. And if I can open up this door on my own without him, that would even be better. It's just, technically it should be clean, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I don't know. You just want to hold the glass in the frame. Right? I couldn't do it in the winter time. It was too cold. The tape wouldn't have stayed on because of the moisture on the window. Right? That's $6 in tape out the window. Literally. Right. Fuck. Maybe $12. I'll probably have to use 2 rolls of tape. My son says, well, you don't spend money on nothing. I'm like, yeah, I do. And it needs to be fucking done out in that yard. Hoses, whatever. Gray tape. I had to pay to get the furnace half fucking fixed. For crying out loud. Like service, like it was like stupid. My washing machine upstairs is acting up on me. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can open it up. There might be a little button or something in the pump before it ruins the whole thing. Yeah. Wait till I open this door. I'll leave the camera on so you can hear exactly what I'm up against every time I fucking open it and close it. Yeah. So hold on. Okay, so I just ran tape here on this side by that part and up there. Now I'm going to open the door and you're going to listen. And this is where it gets embarrassing. Because sometimes it gets really loud and really screechy. And then sometimes it just wedges itself into the metal grooves at the bottom because it's not on runners anymore, and you can't budge the thing. And I'm not strong enough to lift it up off of those whatever and reposition it back in. And you can only do it from the outside, not from the inside. It's pathetic, people. Okay, you're gonna listen. You're gonna listen now. Are you listening? And you really have to pull. And then I use my foot. I put it at the bottom of the frame because otherwise the frame starts to go like this, like the whole frame itself. So if I do it from the bottom with my foot, and then I come out and I stand in the middle of the frame and I put my butt on the frame where my butt is and I push like that. Alright. That wasn't so bad. Normally it's 10 times louder than that. I haven't been out on this porch all winter because I couldn't open this fucking door. I was scared too. And things piled up here that needed to go downstairs, but I couldn't go downstairs, basically. Like I told you, I'm behind on shit. But I'm here now. Yay. The only thing is I can't see very much anymore, people, and it's just like, it's awful. It's awful. I do a lot of feeling. Okay, now I'll get on with this. I don't even know what's out here. Things have been knocked around. The raccoons knocking around, fighting out here. See this? Andre's collecting this stuff for himself. Obviously, you can see that. Right? See what's going on? I'm actually thinking of replacing this with one on off of, I'll get another one from Facebook. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. He said he's gonna come up and tape the outside. Okay, fine, no problem. But do you see this? Beans, all beans, lentils and beans. I wanted to take it down because it's been sitting here for fucking months. I came up for one thing and now you're asking me for another. Well, yeah, it's been sitting here for months. But wait until we do more stuff down before you bring more stuff down. Yeah, but I'm going to be bringing stuff up. And then before you know it becomes an argument, right? These need to go down. And then we got Tisha saying, don't give away things, Mom, until I get a chance to go through them. So, that's been sitting there for a long time. Stuff is expensive to buy. Even in a thrift store, it starts to add up. Sometimes I don't like to give it away, though. It's a backup, but whatever. I told Tisha, yeah, no problem. You can come. Oh, nice. That's a nice little corner. I don't know if she uses it. And then I lose my glasses because I put them down and I can't see where I put them. So anyway, big bold black letters, mac and cheese. I took everything out of their boxes, put them into little Ziploc bags. And then I did this. I got some of these in my room. I've got some of those in my pantry. Whole whack, because I bought something like 12. Oh my God. I bought something like 12 cases, like 12 boxes per case, right? Bought 12 cases. Or whatever it was, the maximum, I think it was about 12. I have to go down, but I won't ask him to take this one down. I'll take this one, I'll sneak this one down tomorrow. See? And then this becomes my porch. There's my fridge. You know what I mean? It just, because everything is wet out there. And it's always leaking. Even when I'm trying to fucking fix it, it still leaks. And if it's not that, I get robbed. Right? Either things are getting ruined, people come and creep and they rob my shit, or the fucking raccoons doing whatever raccoons do. It's pathetic. And then you can see I bought several tarps. There's another one in here somewhere. I spent like $200 on tarps, right? I just haven't had a chance to get out there and do anything with them yet. Okay, so everybody's working like a team right now, being polite to each other. Mark Kane's got a little cookout going. I said, Uncle Mark Kane's got a little cookout going. So you're working for your supper and everybody's getting along, working like a team, correct? Yep. Okay, I want to finish this little video, so I guess I'm not the only one that kind of woke up in a good mood today. As a matter of fact, everybody was in a good mood today. I don't know why, but they were. And my son did apologize to me for being hypersensitive to things. He's worried about, one, the economy. He's very concerned about the weather in terms of, you know, he cuts trees, people, so he's always outside, right? And he knows the weather, and it's been too warm. Last year he was concerned about it being too warm too soon. And you get the heat domes in the summertime, and with, you know, with it being warm globally and whatever, you know, our food crops are like struggling. And he said, you know, Mom, now that it's all getting near, like in terms of I'm not stocking up like I used to, right? He said, you did the right thing. And I'm, well, thanks. I appreciate that, right? Because, you know, it hasn't been easy, people. And, you know, I reassured him that, like, I'm at the end of my, you know, I'm not coming home with 100-pound bags worth of wheat, this and that, and whatever, beans. And although once we start going through the wheat, right, and making our own bread, if you notice, I'm looking online again to order bread again, right? You know, I mean, there will come a time where hopefully I'll be able to find, you know, 110-pound bags worth of wheat and buy them. But in the meantime, I don't have to worry about that, none of that right now. Okay. Oh my God, I'm on Walmart. They were advertising their rice, people. The same bag that I bought for $12, they're now selling for $19 on sale. And it hasn't even been a couple of months. Hold on a minute. All right, do you see this? I don't know, it's saying $18.97 for this bag of rice, which is only 4.54 kg, which is about 8 pounds and a bit, right? Maybe 10 pounds, right? It's not very much. Anyway, I was buying them at $11, $12 just a few months ago. Seriously. And if you go from one grocery store to another grocery store, I can almost guarantee Canadian Superstore will be selling it at the similar... So they've jacked this up by $6, $7. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so what happened with Walmart was I thought I ordered at Guildford. Anyway, that order... What was it? $300 and some odd, that one, I think. Did the first order. It was canceled because of the smoke bomb. And then they said, okay, you can go order someplace else. And I did that. Then that one was canceled because it got redirected to my local store. And because they hadn't done their delivery and pickup yet, they couldn't because of the smoke bomb. They canceled that one. Anyway, I'm ordering again. It looks like my total at this point is $320. And we'll just run through it quickly, just to top off, right? You know, it doesn't matter, you're going to be spending money anyway. So we got a little bit of ginger for 75 cents, so I'll get 2. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them into little pieces. I'm going to freeze them whole as is, and then as I need them, I'll just shred them into whatever. Because otherwise I buy and they sit and then they sprout. I have tried growing them, but for what it's worth, it's not worth growing, but that's for another day. We got a rollback bread, 2 of them. This is Raisin Bran for $6.94. Now keep in mind, we will be making raisin bread. And then I got another loaf for, this is a rye, no, this is just, yeah, Canadian rye. And I'm going to make the corned beef with the rye, and I got Montgomery Jack cheese that I actually paid a lot of money with jalapeno in it, right? Because I was going to make a dip for spinach dip. But besides that point, all right, with cream. Okay, so anyway, I got the cheese, or I can just use any kind of cheese, really. All right, so I'm getting that just try something different with Andre. He wouldn't know what he's getting until he gets it. All right. And then we got another loaf of bread, just regular bread. Now, I still got these little nuts and bolt things on my mind, so I'm going to try this Ritz cheese nibs cheddar crackers, 3 for $7. I'm only buying 3 at this point. The grammage isn't very much, but that's okay. And then we're going to do the Swiss cheese crackers, 3 for $7. I am going to buy 6, and I am going to vacuum seal these bags. Like I said, I have a 5-gallon bucket specifically for nuts and bolts, this stuff, right? So I'm going to take them out of the boxes, poke a hole, vacuum seal, put them in there, and then I'm going to try and make that as a snack for the kids as we go about. 2 bags at this point of just little pretzels. We've got the Crispix, 2 for $8. I think I'm picking up 4, right? 2 for $8. The check, right? I'm picking up 4. Okay, this, I'm buying in multiples. 3 for $10. I am getting, what did I choose here? I'm only getting 3 at this point of the Cheerios. That's all for snacks. And then we've got the Shreddies, right? 3 for $10. How many am I getting here? 3. Technically, I should get 3 more because Andre likes that as cereal. I don't mind it as cereal, and Amari kind of likes it too, right? So I got 3 more. So the total is $20, and I saved myself $8.02 for what it's worth. A jug of milk. Now, I'm only going to get 1 jug at this point because we're going to be coming into these frozen vegetables, right? Okay, and then we've the Minute Maid peach mango. Everybody loves that in the house, so I picked up another 10, and that's on sale, and I'm actually saving $5.40 on the 10, which is okay. Now, this is the ham. The last time I tried to order it, they said they didn't. I ordered it. I got it. I ordered it again. They said they didn't have it, but they're still just showing it. But there's nothing to say they're out of stock, so I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to pick them up at $3 a can, which brings 10 to, okay, so for 10 cans, I have $30. It's worth it to me. I open them up and sit there and eat straight out of the can, eat half the can, put the other half in the fridge, and eat it later. That's my meal. That's right when I go really low on the sugar because I drink a lot of coffee, eh? Okay, and then, of course, I'm going to get my $4 a pound. It's still at $2.97, right? And then some of these, I think I'm going to just put downstairs so that, it's there, right? I got a lot in my room. I've gotten cupboards. I've gotten boxes. This is just a little extra, right? And those ones I'll probably put downstairs on a shelf where, when my son is cooking, he can take, because we're talking again. Didn't take long now, but that's not to say it won't blow up in my face. But besides that point, everybody was on their best behavior. Everybody was polite. Marina came up and used my clothesline and was a little chatty with me, so that made me feel a little better. We were talking about quote-unquote fabric. Well, at least we got that in common. Anyway, so I'm going to try this Ashana green chili. I'm only getting 1 bag of actually I should get 2 bags of this brand. It's not very expensive. It's only $2.27 per bag, so for $4.50. These are, the grammage on these are small, but one says there's no calories, there's that, whatever, and then there's another brand that I'm getting at 800 grams. I think this one's like 230 grams. Anyway, I'll show you. You get more 800, you get more for your money by buying this other chili that I'm going to dehydrate. For 800 grams for less money than if you were to buy that way. Okay, so whatever. A couple of bags of that ain't going to kill me, right? And then we've got the Valley's, the whole green beans, obviously grown and packed in Canada. I'm buying 5. I save $8.55 on that. It's costing me $13.55, right? Okay. And then we've got the Verka frozen whole green chili, right? I'm assuming those are hot chilies, but whatever. I'm going to dehydrate them, put them in a jar, and they'll be fine. And because I'm doing in bulk, they were $4.47 each, right? So I'm just going to freeze them all. I'm dehydrate them all at one time, both brands, mix them up, and then get their own jar, right? That's just the way it's going to be. I don't have to blanch them, nothing. Okay. And then we've got the Green Giant frozen French style green beans, which I already got almost a half a jar. So between the beans, I'll get more than a 1 gallon jar, which will be fine for me, right? I can always, punch them down with the wooden spoon so they break up into smaller little pieces and you get more into the jar, right? And if I have to go into another jar, so be it. But it won't be a gallon because this will be the last time I'm buying frozen green vegetables. Okay? Green Giant Core Sweetlet Peas, 5 bags. Green Giant Natural Peaches and Cream Corn, 5 bags. Green Giant Natural Summer Sweet Peas, 5 bags. I need some garbage bags for the yard because we're getting out in the yard soon. Got some yogurt there, 3. Now cabbage is on sale. It's coming in at $77. I'm sorry, no, $1.77. I don't know, 77 cents. I gotta check on Murray. Hold on a minute. Okay, so I already did the cabbage run, but I don't think I have them in 1 gallon size jars. I know I still have some in a bag, like a plastic bag. That I haven't jarred up yet because I forgot about it, like that broccoli. But whatever I got in jars basically can stay there for now because currently they're selling them at $5.27 a cabbage, where last week and the week after and the week after, you're looking at $9 a cabbage. Seriously, yeah. So I am just going to pick up, how many did I put there? 4. For what it's worth, they've got me at $21.08, and I'll just probably do them, and then I will create a 1 gallon jar for sure, at least, not including what I already have, okay? Sweet potatoes, we know that with the snacks that I'm incorporating, all right? And when you dehydrate them, people, I'm telling you, you're good. Anyway, they're coming in at 74 cents a pound, which is about 92 cents per sweet potato. So I'm going to get 20 sweet potatoes, right? It's costing me $18.40, and I'm saving $68.40 on the last price that they were charging for that, because everything's expensive, right? And it's getting more and more expensive. This time I'm going to try and dehydrate them different versus baking and mashing and then putting in. Okay, you've seen that, right? This time I'll just bake them, let them thoroughly cool. I'm going to put them in the fridge, let them get real cold, and then I'm going to slice them. This is after they've been cooked, right? And then I'm going to slice them and, fairly thin. And because they're cold and hard and cooked, they should slice actually quite nice. And then maybe do them into, cut them into 4, right? Put them, right? Dehydrate them. And then those little chunks are going to go, and I can season them too as I'm dehydrating them, so they're already pre-seasoned, right? And then I'll put them in a jar or something like that. And then as I'm making the nuts and bolts for the kids, I can sprinkle those in after the fact. I wouldn't have to bake them, nothing. They'd be already done, right? You just, you bake your cereals with the butter and you do whatever, and then everything cools, and there's your nuts and bolts, and then you just throw in your little Swiss cheese crackers, a few pretzels and a few of those, and maybe the chickpea little cookie things that I'm going to make, and it's good, right? That's what I'm thinking. So, and even if I don't do that, and I got all these little pieces of sweet potato, well, you just cook them up and eat them with your regular meal. So I guess that's it. It doesn't seem like much because the numbers of items is not really that much. But it's the fact that I buy in bulk that jumps up my bill. But once I get to the point where I just don't want it anymore, I don't buy it because I don't need it. Right? And of course I'm introducing snacks now into in which I would never. Once in a blue moon I'd buy some chips, some nacho chips for like salsa or something, but other than that, like I told Andre, we're going to be making our own nacho chips here pretty soon. So here we go. The total bill is $507. I'm saving $174, right? So my bill now is $333.19. To which, when I was ordering from the other like store from Guildford, it jumped up to, I think, $292. So it went from $245 to $292, and now we're at basically $333. Although I'm not getting the butter, I'm not getting the eggs because they're not on sale anymore, right? Although I am going to look up butter just for the sake of the butter. And I'm not getting the bacon, but that bacon, I didn't really need it, so I don't really care about the bacon. And if I want bacon, I've got bacon in the house. It was just because it was, blah, right? Saving more than half price on it. But if they got butter on anniversaries, yeah, so you see they still have it, right? So in this situation, just because, oh, wait a minute, what do they got? Anniversary. It's not saying anything on sale. It just says anniversary. It doesn't appear to be on sale. Oh, rollback. What's rollback? I don't know. Well, doesn't seem to be on sale. Let's just add one and see what happens. Let's go back to the cart and see what happens. Didn't even add it in. Oh, here it is. Yeah, no, they don't. It's saying anniversary, but that sale is over with, and I'm glad that I bought what I bought when I bought it. If I could have gotten it last week, I would have, but, there was too many problems. So we'll go back to butter and see if there's anything else there. I'm now at the end of my, whatever it is that I think I want. I just want to finish up with the vegetables. The cabbage cheap, nothing to dehydrate cabbage. It can sit in the fridge for a few days. It's not a big deal. And I don't know what these rollbacks are. Okay, these are the rollbacks. This is butter sticks, right? $8.49 on sale for $7.58. Like, come on, man. What is this one? Becel. Is this butter even? Becel plant butter. No, I don't buy that stuff, people. I don't. It's butter. I bought margarine 2 months ago. 3 pounds per box. 2 boxes. We haven't even opened up the box of margarine yet. And I got one frozen. That tells you how much margarine I use. I don't. It's always butter. Butter is just, it's more nutritional, right? Andre eats a lot of butter because he's frying eggs in butter. Okay, so butter is not on sale. It's not anything that I'm in dire need of, so I'm not too worried about it, right? So next time it's on sale, and then what I do is I just, what happened to my grapes? I wanted grapes. I didn't see grapes there. Or maybe I was going to order grapes because they got grapes on sale here. I seen it. Where's those grapes? They're on sale. $1.97 a pound. Oh, where did it go? Oh, God. Maybe they're out. Maybe that's why I didn't get them. Because they run out of stock. They had turkey cheap, but I couldn't order at first, on the first day when the flyer came out because of the smoke bomb, right? So I lost out on the turkey, unless I want to go to some other here they are. See, $1.97 a pound. So in that situation, let's see if they're available, because sometimes you want these things in. I don't even know. Yeah, this item is out of stock. That's how fast. Right, that's how fast. But, I'm saving half price. Well, more than really than half price. Well, I'm saving, here it says save 73 cents a pound. I'm getting them at 74 cents a pound, the sweet potato. And again, you can mix those in with your bean burgers. You can do a lot of those after they're dehydrated, and they'll stay for a long time. Right? Stuff like that, and especially with the sugar content. Oh, yeah. The sugar is a natural preservative just in itself, right? Okay, so do I or do I not do the dirty deed? This would be my third attempt. So now we're at $335.48, not including delivery, but I save $174. I got my peas covered, dry peas. I've got the the dry corn covered. I've got the beans covered. We got a few extra chilies in there now, right? Andre likes hot food. Once in a while, I don't mind it. Those things will sit in a jar pretty good, right? They might go a little dark through oxidization over a period of time, right? I mean, you could vacuum seal them, maybe to try and prevent that. I don't know. But if you put them in a jar, the longer they sit, yeah, they will get darker and darker just because the green itself is very dark. Hold on a minute. Okay, so now my bill is $352 because actually the Great Value regular green peas, 2.2 key for under $6, $5.97 or something like that. They're actually not too bad. They dehydrate pretty good, and they're a little bigger, right? And they have more of the mature, I guess you can say, pea taste. Right now, keep in mind, I've got a lot of organic dehydrated peas that I bought in 25-pound bags multiple times from different companies from different, they came from different countries. The product, that is, more than likely, right? No, I don't think they all came from Canada. I know I got good life or whatever that Good to Live or something, that brand from the United States. Had to pay a lot of money to get it shipped into Canada. I bought 2 different brands from them, right? In large bags, in poundage, that is. Plus, I bought whole peas from Organic Matters and that type of thing. And even if they start to discolor, because they're, it's okay. It's still fine, right? In terms of, I mean, there's always the optimal, and then there's it's still edible, right? It's the fact that it's dehydrated and it will last long. Okay, so doing it from a frozen bag of foods is a completely different. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When you dehydrate your own peas from a bag of frozen vegetables, like frozen peas, they're completely different than if you were to get them, say, from Organic Matters or someplace like that in a 25-pound bag, because it's a different process, and I think it's just different, right? It's completely different. Okay, now that we've established that it's different, right? So I'm happy, and the Great Value with the 2.2 key mixed in with the sweet peas and everything, working out really good. The Great Value whole corn, well, we know it's not peaches and cream corn, so it's not going to taste sweet. But they're larger pieces. With the corn comes the calorie count, That's what's important there, right? And so, you know, I'm going to have one jar, 1 gallon size jar with just nothing but peaches and cream. And the other size gallon jar is a mixture between the whole corn and whatever other corn I have, right? Just, okay. So I did order another bag of the whole corn, 2.2 pounds of the Great Value, and another bag of the peas, 2.2 pounds of the Great Value peas, because you know, it's working well with what I'm doing, and I'm happy with it. Now I forgot this. This is Garden Select, 640 grams. Cantatelli. You can reuse these jars with the lids and can with them in a pressure canner or not. Okay? So you get your money there if you're a home canner or wanting to can. Right? 640 mil. I'm sorry. 640 mil, because you gotta watch these jars now. They're coming in small, some of them, eh? Yeah, they're downsizing on the weightage of them. But 640 mil, I think, should be okay. But either or, they're coming in at $1.47 compared to $2.97. Now, it's not something that I technically need, because I don't. But I'm here now, and another few more dollars isn't going to kill me, because you know, we can make pizza dough pretzels and stuff like that, right? It's for convenience. But hopefully, hopefully I will be growing tomatoes this year, right? I really want to grow tomatoes this year. And if I can get that accomplished, where I have a surplus of vine-ripe tomatoes, well, I'm either going to make tomato sauce, can it, or I'm going to be canning whole tomatoes, one or the other. Whether I use mason jars or whether I repurpose jars remains to be seen. Now, what I am noticing with these, though, is their seals are not as strong as they used to be, because I've gone into my bedroom and I found a couple of pop jars, right? Which is very, very, very unusual. However, sometimes when I get these things delivered, they're just throwing everything in. And they're all upside down, banged, and, you know, Tisha said she dropped one of these in the grocery aisle. It didn't crack. She brought it home, and when she got home, the lid had popped. And then she phoned me and asked me if it was still okay. I said, well, as long as, you know, you didn't buy it that way. She said, no, I checked it. It was down, but I dropped it, and by the time I got home, it popped the jar. So, you know, keep that in mind, right? Even these lids are becoming compromised, because it shouldn't do that, right? They're probably doing less time through the pressure canning process. I don't know. Or maybe they're using less rubber underneath, because it's a special kind of sealant underneath these lids. This is what makes these lids really good for tomatoes, because it has a food grade film on it, so it doesn't get to the metal and start eating through, right? All right, so anyway, for 10 jars, $14.70, and I saved myself $15. So for me, just, it makes sense. So now we're at a bill of $556.31. I'm saving myself $189.20. My total bill is $367.11, because I added in the extra corn, the extra peas, but that will be the last time I do that. I'm serious, I won't be doing that for a long, long time, because I don't need to. And that's where you want to get to. You want to get to the point where you can just say, I don't need it. I don't need it. Like, I can't worry about what's going to happen in 4 years from now. Although I'd like to think that what I have, I told my son today, you know, he was talking on about the weather and, you know, the crops are failing and, you know, whatever. And he thanked me for doing what I've done. And he realizes now that, you know, it made sense, considering what's going on with the no water and too much, you know, it's too hot. It gets too hot too soon. There's no water. He's cutting trees, right? It's too warm. He's not supposed to be as warm as it is. So anyway, my bill right now... Oh God, why can't I get it to move? Oh Lord. Anyway, $370.24. So I went from $245 to $292 or something like that. Or maybe it was over $300. I think it was a little over, maybe it was a little over 300. And anyway, now I'm that. For the few little extra things. Plus, I'm buying things that I've never bought before. I would never buy these things, ever. Would I ever buy them? But you're paying almost $5 for a bag of chips. Just a simple little bag of chips. You might be lucky to get them on sale for 230 grams for like $3.77 or something, right? You know? But as it is, they're selling them at $4.97. Stupid shit like that. And they're not even really nutritional for you, right? And so I don't buy them very often, but I can't justify that. So, you know, I'm buying Shreddies I would buy. Cheerios I would not buy. It doesn't, no. The Chex I'd never buy. The Crispix I would never buy. The pretzels I would never buy. The Swiss cheese crackers I would never buy. The Ritz Nibs I would never buy. But I've got little grandkids that always want snacks. And don't forget, I'm going to be cooking this stuff up with real butter, right? And I'm going to be adding in the chickpea little crackers, right? That perhaps have sweet potato in them. Or I'll just put in sweet potato little chips, right? To spruce it up a bit. Technically, I should be ordering 2 jugs, because 1 jug isn't enough. Auntie Shemay's fridge is, I'm going to do it anyway, because I go through so much milk, you don't even know. Anyway, and then we got the juice, we've got the ham, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, give me my ham, right? We've got the corned beef, we know we got the rye bread and the Montgomery Jack cheese, so I'm going to be giving everybody some corned beef sandwiches on rye with some melted Montgomery Jack, and maybe a salad on the side. Then we've got the green chilies just for the sake of it, the green beans, whole green beans, the French green beans, the corn. We bought the extra no-name brand there with the great value, which is fine. And the green peas are great. And I added in the parchment paper because I forgot about it. Where is it? I need to make sure that parchment paper went in there. I did not see it. Because I forgot about that. Because I'm not hunting around my house looking for parchment paper. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There it is. Yeah. And I'm going to get the whole corn and the whole peas. And I'm going to scoop up on those. Just because. So, now, the dirty deed. Push send. You see, it just never ends. So they got apple juice. They say 100% pure, Minute Maid. Minute Maid is a good brand. I don't mind, but I don't buy like the fruit punch. I don't buy the frozen, none of that, okay? I like the peach mango. Everybody likes it, and it's a reasonable price, so I have been buying it. I did buy apple juice in glass containers a while back, which I still have a few in my room. Either or, we've got ingredients: filtered water, concentrated apple juice, absorbic acid, which provides the vitamin C, which made me think of my son, because for whatever reason, I think he wants to grow lemon trees or something, because he says, you know, we need to grow things that produce vitamin C. How about broccoli? I'm like, well, first of all, if you grow broccoli, they like a lot of sun. You have to give them lots of sun. And for the amount that you get of quote-unquote broccoli, you're going to get more broccoli leaves than you are actual broccoli. But that's not to say that you can't dehydrate the leaves. And I've actually got dehydrated broccoli leaves from way back in the day that have retained their color. And you know I can sprinkle those into soup. All right, so for 1 cup of this apple juice, it's 120 calories. That's interesting. For 1 cup, that's a lot of calories. But in terms of vitamins, what's it producing here? Vitamin C, 98%. So, for whatever reason, my son's having panic attacks over vitamin C. He's thinking that, you know, just with the way the weather is and everything, foods like lemons and oranges and all that are going to become in jeopardy, right? So I'm pretty sure you can only buy 10. So I will go out of my way. Now, I don't buy this for me. I'll drink a little bit. Is this even adding it on? Let me see. Maybe that's out of stock. Now, what's going on here? It's not adding it. Oh, so frustrating. By the time I walk away, my eyes are all boogie-eyed. Oh, yeah. No, it's not taking it. I wonder why. What's going on? Here, let's try it here. Here we go. It's because I was looking at the wrong... No, it's not taking it. Oh my God. Okay, it wouldn't take it where I was. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think they have it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. See, I don't like the fruit punch. But I will take the apple juice. Let's see if it posted it. I seem to be having problems here. Checkout. Doesn't even look like it posted it. I don't think they have it, people. Unless it's at the bottom. See, if I didn't have all these kids around, no, it didn't take it. It didn't take it. It must not have it. It must be out of stock. Or because I booked a time and I'm going into checkout, but they let me choose. They're always enticing me. They want me to buy more. And now that I'm trying to buy, they're not letting me buy. Price when purchased online. I mean, I could get that for the kids, made with real fruit. They don't care, right? I don't know. Let's see. Let's try it. Okay. So they didn't have apple juice. This one's posting on my dollar amount. So we'll just get that for the kids. Basically. When they're all here, trust me, I go through that once it's gone. And then they're asking for more. Now we're pushing up to $400. It's a $400 bill. Okay. So, the bill itself was $580.09. If I was out and about shopping with Amari and Andre with the buggy and that little little thing, that would be nothing. Right? So I'm saving $194, okay? But keep in mind, after this, I'm going to be now into lower shopping, right? Well, my bills will be anywhere between 50 to 75, maybe 100, 120, depending if I'm having to buy cat food and, you know, and obviously when I cut back on buying bread, right, that will cut down on my bill. And then, of course, once I get into using the milk powder, that will cut back on my bill, right, because I'm spending probably $25 a week at least, just, well, actually more than that, on milk. But we'll just say $25 a week on milk alone, right, not including the bread. So, you know, once I start using some of this powder milk and definitely making homemade bread, this bill will go down, right? So we save $194, so my total bill is $385 currently at this point. And then I chose a delivery that's a $7. They're giving me a deposit of $2.20. Taxes is another $1.99, $3.49. They may or may not charge me for bags. It depends. So hold on a minute. Okay, like I said, they constantly entice me, right? They always, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then they throw this up in my face. Well, are you sure you're done? They can't get mad at me if my order is getting too big, right? I'm just saying. So why don't we add a few bananas in here since we're here? Right? I'll get 6. Okay. I think there's still a couple kicking around. Yeah. Okay. And what's this? Your fresh market tomatoes. I don't need tomatoes right now. All right. Now we're going to go. So hold on. Okay. So we're going to try this one more time. So total bill is $588.69. I'm saving $194.60. I'm paying $387.59. Okay. Then we've got the estimated bag fee, because they're charging for bags, $6.50. Then we've got the beverage deposit, $2.20. We've got the grocery delivery fee for $6.97. Then we've got the taxes at $4.26. And my total bill is $407.52, which is more than, this is my third time around, but whatever. Right? And we know I won't be buying no frozen vegetables after this for a long time. And we know I won't be buying any sweet pea or sweet potatoes, although I might buy fresh from time to time, but when it comes to dehydrating, no. Right? Like I said, you get to a point where you don't need to do things. And the only reason I'm buying the sweet potatoes right now is because, one, they're cheap, right? And two, I'm trying to build in a snack for the kids, right? And of course, I'm buying things that I normally never buy, but I'm going to give it a fair shot, and I'm going to see if I can make nuts and bolts with a few other ingredients that I make at home, like the chickpea / sweet potato crackers or whatever. And I'll spread that out with what I bought there over a period of at least, 2 to 3, 4 months anyway, right? Because that's exactly how it's going to be divvied out. You'll get a little cup of Campbell's vegetable soup, or maybe a little bit of homemade soup, depending on what I'm doing, with their little nuts and bolts, right? Homemade nuts and bolts. Only it's not all homemade because I have to buy the cereals for it that I normally wouldn't buy. But besides that point, that's okay. Now, I remove the tip because, honestly, it doesn't matter if it's a small order or a large order. Some of these guys, they steal. Hopefully, nothing will get stolen, because that is very, very, very depressing. Andre, quiet. When that happens, I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. Walmart reimburses me what's missing, but that's not the point, right? I don't accept substitutes. Give me what I want. If you don't have it, just don't give it to me. And I'm okay with that. I don't necessarily like it. Once in a while, I'll do a substitute on a fresh meat product or something, just because I'm grinding meat and I need to have that flexibility in there. But other than that, I don't plan on buying any meat anytime soon. In terms of home canning, I've already discussed that, right? Burger meat, well, I'll do that when I'm finished up with the grounded beef that I grinded for myself for that purpose. When I use it, then I'll buy. But other than that, I'm not spending money there, right? Okay. So, and I have $10 here for a tip. So I will give them a $10 tip. hopefully all the bags will come in, right? You know, as a matter of fact, maybe what I'll do, because it is such a large order, maybe what I'll do is I'll phone an hour before the delivery, because these people that work there, they know my name. Like I said, it would be nice to maybe take a box of books and just cookbooks and, you know, one day just drop them off at the pickup delivery area with a note saying, thank you very much, I appreciate you doing what you do for me, and the workers, they can take home a cookbook for their mother, their sister, their wife, or for themselves. It doesn't, or, yeah, right, or even their brother, maybe their father cooks, who knows. Just take a book home, right? So if you drop off 15 books, that's 15 workers, one book each. Why not, right? They're just sitting in Auntie Chemay's room anyway. Those were always Auntie Chemay's cookbooks, right? No justice, no peace. Just never could get them out in the mail to anybody when I was trying to do that. And like I said, Lucy's book is still sitting in her box. April's book is still sitting in her box. And Peggy's books that I actually mailed to wherever she was came back to me and are still sitting in the freaking envelope with the stamps on it. Like, go figure. Anyway, I do have a $10 tip here. Yeah. So I will do a cash $10 tip. At least that. And Andre, because it is such a big order, can go out and help carry it in when the time comes. Because, you know, there's quite a few items there. I mean, they're not necessarily heavy per se, except for maybe the sweet potatoes, right? You know, and even then, there's only like the cans, the sweet potatoes, and the jars. Everything else are, well, I guess the vegetables are kind of, either or Andre can go out and help. So, do we do the dirty deed? Do we place the order, or do I cancel the order? Oh yeah, I have 2 e-vouchers. I guess they didn't go through yet. They're $10 each. So technically, I should be able to deduct $10 from this, $20. But there's nothing here on my bill to get into it. So maybe it hasn't posted yet, but I've already been sent by Walmart that they, you know, apologized for my 2 last cancellation orders due to no fault of my own. And they gave me 2 e-vouchers at $10 a piece. But I can't use them yet because I don't know where they are. They haven't been posted yet. Apparently they're supposed to be at the bottom of your bill, and you should be able to choose to use them if you want. So if maybe the next time when I order milk in 4 days, 3 days, in 3 days to 4 days by guarantee, because I still have a little bit of milk in the fridge. Yeah, I'll be ordering milk again. Yeah. So maybe the e-vouchers will be there and I'll get my milk for free. Does this hurt? Well, not really. Right? It's gonna go a long way at the end of the day. Right? There you go. Voila. Voila. It's over. Over.